Hi guys, this is Cody.
And Lexi.
And welcome to the RizzCast. RizzCast. This is a podcast we start. Sorry, I probably shouldn't clap while I'm talking.
Yeah.
This is a podcast we decided to start where we're going to talk about everything.
Yeah, literally everything.
No, literally
no limits,
everything.
no boundaries.
No limits, no boundaries, and no politics.
No politics.
No politics.
No controversial topics, nothing.
Well, we can talk about controversy.
I want a future career, don't you?
I never said share your opinion.
There you go.
Because it's always incorrect.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
I don't know much about anything.
I mean, this episode especially, we're talking about love.
Yeah.
We're talking about schooling, moving.
Literally. We kind of just threw ourselves into it.
And being so Rizz.
So Rizz.
If you guys don't know what Rizz is, it is charisma. So, RizzCast, what is RizzCast about? That's what we have to tell our people.
Yeah.
So, why do you think we named it RizzCast?
Because we have, tremendous
The
Rizz.
ultimate Rizz, and that's one of the main things I want to talk about. I've been thinking of doing a podcast for a while.
Well, sorry.
So what?
No, you go. I was going to say, we always just talk about it. It was, first of all, kind of like a drunk idea, I feel like.
Well, I don't drink.
We kind of just, in the summer, I feel like, when we got closer, it was kind of like, we just, go into, these rants and just, these topics, and we're just, having a laugh, having a gag.
You know what was a drunk idea? The name.
Yeah,
I sat there and I said, we
I
got
want to make
Rizz.
history.
And that's what this is. This is history. No, so we were like, okay, so we have the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Yeah.
Thank you, quote RuPaul. And I figured, Lexi, the reason I was like, okay, if I do a podcast, I want to be with this bitch, because we were in the library at our school. We met at school, long story short, whatever. And she was showing me her Tinder messages. And she was talking to this one guy. I don't even know what you said.
So, I used to have Tinder. I had to delete it because I don't like Tinder. I still use Hinge.
And now she's like a celebrity. So.
I'm not an avid user of dating apps. I get them, I delete them. I'm sure it's a pattern. But there was this guy and he asked me a question. He goes, how high can you jump? And I was in my head, I was like, okay, is this a thing? Is he testing me? Because I don't know.
No, he was trying to have the Rizz.
Yeah. And I go, wait, what did I say? I was like,
you said, yeah, I can jump over Mount Everest.
I can jump over Mount Everest. And then I go, yeah, you told me to tell him to search up woman jumping over Mount Everest.
First woman to jump over Mount Everest.
Yeah.
And there'll be a photo of Lexi on the screen.
On the screen.
Oh my god.
So those are one of the many things of why I have Rizz. Or why we have Rizz.
Thank you. What was one of your list of things that you had to talk about? You said, do you see a future of dating in Vancouver? Oh, we're located in Vancouver, British Columbia. We should have said that.
So, we're both in school together, and I think we had maybe my first term at our school. It was probably your second term at our school, in your first year. Did you start
in the winter?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I left one university, and then
Which
I just
one? Were you a UBC girly?
Yes.
Were you actually?
Yeah.
Why would you ignore her?
Well, no, because
we don't know each other that well, I guess.
That's true. Well, I graduated high school in COVID year, 2020, the height. And then
so your grad was horrible.
It was bad. I didn't have a grad.
Nor.
Well, I had a grad, but it was we went to this art gallery and they filmed us walking by, and it was just my homeroom.
Oh,
I had a select handful of people that were in the class that I was friends with, or in my homeroom, but it wasn't people that I was I didn't get to see my best friends graduate, you know?
I hate to rub it in your face, but my grad was wild.
Grad. I know.
I remember I was hopping out of the limo. My principal was outside the thing.
Of course you did.
Hop out the limo, 3 bottles fall out,
Seriously?
and I'm oh hell yeah! I'm
what
go out the other side. I don't know, something ghetto, white Captain Morgan rum or something, and I pushing people out the other side. And then I remember going up the escalator because it was this banquet hall of the Fairmont, and my math teacher looked at me and was like, "You're fucking hammered, aren't you?" And I said,
"I'm here to make history."
I said, "This is history." I said, "Duh." Then I slammed to my knees, shattered my kneecaps.
And then is this when you walked across the stage, or was this an after
Nor. By the way, I have a thing with saying nor. I'm looking at the microphone as if it's a person.
I'm are we on?
Don't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's probably breaking.
Sorry.
If we're looking this way, we have a sound guy.
Yeah, we do.
Thank God for Emmett. Shout out, babe.
He's trying not to laugh. He has tears in his eyes.
He's sobbing.
He's so proud of us.
For being so Rizzy?
Okay, let's circle back. So,
sorry, go ahead.
We met in school. Yeah, so I was at UBC Okanagan, and I was doing first year university in my bedroom.
You did U1?
Yeah, in my home, in my bedroom, and
Because it was COVID.
It was COVID. It's like I could have gone there, but it's also like I wouldn't have the full experience. You couldn't really like do things with everyone because like remember COVID rules were so strict. Like you just
I didn't follow them.
going to oh my god.
What? Hold on. Let me retract that statement. I did for the most part, but I did go to Mexico twice.
I know you're bad.
Well, it wasn't illegal.
I don't know. That was so long ago. I honestly forget. Like, I think I blacked out that period of my life. Like,
you were just drunk a lot.
No, I actually wasn't. Because I wasn't even 19 yet. I was only 18 and 17 and 18. Oh my god,
that's what we need to talk about, our age difference. I'm 48.
And I'm 57.
God bless.
I know.
So you're not 19 in 2020, it's 2023. You're 57 now.
I'm 57, guys.
You look it.
I know. I should get some work done.
That's what we were talking about on the way here. What kind of work should get done? Everybody analyze her face. Where should we get the first Botox injection?
Like my ears. Isn't that a thing?
No, but you know what is saline in the testicles?
What does that do?
I don't know. Google it. I don't know.
I don't want to go on my phone because I'll go down a rabbit hole.
I don't want to get too much into it, but I think it's like for size, I guess.
Oh.
They want like big balls.
Why would you want your balls to be that big? Like to the window, to the wall?
I personally don't want elephantitis of the nuts.
What movie is that from?
Breakfast Club.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Miss Squad.
Oh my god.
Anyway, sorry, circle back.
Like I left UBC Okanagan, didn't like it, took a term off and just worked. And then where I was working, a lot of the girls went to this university in this certain program called communications, getting our bachelor's in communications.
That's why we're communicating through a microphone.
Exactly. And then so I started up at CAP in the spring semester, and I don't think we had class together during that year. I think it was the second year, and it was in understanding news. That's what it was. That was the class.
God, who even taught that class? Oh, okay, no, we love him. Never mind, I stan him. Never mind. I'm not.
And then I think we had another class.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And then I was like,
that I'm cutting out.
And then I remember like I used to just hear you in the back of the classroom because I think I was still so shy in school because I didn't really know people. And then I think I met you because I
remember a particular somebody sat in front of me.
You thought I was like a goody two
I thought you were a goody good. Then the first time I go out with her,
wrong. When I'm in school, I like to like just get my school done.
Are you sure? Because now when we're in class, you're like...
Oh my god, because you sit next to me and you make me laugh and you text me like the most heinous things.
But
I feel so bad for her, but like you make me laugh. She's
such a sweetheart.
You make me cackle.
When I walk in, she's so nice to me.
I love her.
Hi, Cody.
I know, she's so
ignores
cute.
everybody else, but this bitch, she speaks.
Not her like name dropping me on Zoom, like in a good way.
Well, you left.
Oh my god, that was so bad.
And your camera was on, and you came back butt ass naked.
Yeah. No, we were in breakout rooms, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go change my bed sheets," because like it was my little brain.
Nobody was talking.
Oh.
God, I hate Zoom classes, but I also love the fuck out of them, like because I lay in bed.
Yeah.
But real talk, when I started school, I moved. I grew up in Winnipeg, so ew. But I moved here when I was 23. I had just not recently. I moved here in March. My birthday's September. And I was, March, and I started the same year because I met a friend, Comfort. Shout out to Comfort. We're going to have her on the pod one day.
Comfort?
She's so smart. Her name's Comfort.
Cute.
She's from Nigeria. She's iconic.
I love that.
And I went to school mainly because she was like...
Was this your only education-wise?
Yeah, I didn't go to kindergarten and elementary.
No, but I mean like post, like high school, this was your only education.
I didn't go to university because I was like, I want to party. Like, and it was fun because like when I was 21, I lived in LA for a while and I did a lot of traveling and I was just like... I don't know, I was one of those douchebags who like was in a bar. I was like, get a bottle service on me.
It's
like,
also good to, I feel like, have that kind of experience because it's like you get it out of your system in a sense.
I don't regret it at all.
I know, but it's like people that jump into school. It's like
I would have spent so much money. I did apply. I got accepted to University of Manitoba, but I was going to go to year one.
Yeah.
Or U1. But then I would have wasted so much money on just courses I didn't want to take.
Exactly.
And then I would have been like, $10,000 the whole, and been like, well, fuck my life. I got to start at the beginning again with something else.
Yeah, it's good that you had some like room for growth, and then now you're doing something that you actually, I'm sure, enjoy somewhat.
I love school, actually. I'd rather be in school than work all the time.
That's true.
Which, I work full-time, go to school full-time.
You grind.
You're honey. And I don't know how I have time to be awake. How do I have time to be here right now?
You're so busy. You know who's busy.
I'm not gonna drop names, but bitch, is he busy? Like, holy fuck.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I keep getting off topic. So I started school, and she said, in 4 years, you're either going to be 27 and have a degree, or you're going to be 27 and not have a degree and still be wishing you had a degree or something like that. Because, I mean, you don't need a degree to be successful by any means. But it definitely helps nowadays.
It does help.
Because it's not, like, when maybe not your parents, but my parents are boomers. So, they had me late.
Mine was 71, 72.
Yeah, I'm almost 37 when she had me, so...
Damn.
Pop this sucker right out. I came out backwards, ass first.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
I was
God.
telling the world I'm ready. Get inside.
Oh my God, you knew from a young age who you were.
I hate secrets out. I mean, no, but back then you could work at a company and you could stay with that company, and I mean, you still can,
and just
but
like
I think
work your way up to the top.
you still can, but I had
be the CEO, and
yeah, but now they take somebody who could be 30 years younger than you, have a degree, and then pay them double, or not even double, but they could pay them less probably because they're entry level. And then they'll do the same work.
But it is so hard to have a degree.
So hard.
And then, like, you graduate. Like, this
and find a job.
This is something that I'm, like, scared about, because it's, like, I feel like I'm so comfortable right now.
About it.
But then it's, like, when we graduate, it's so hard to find a job. And if you're doing entry level, like, you're getting paid, like, either minimum wage, and then, like, to work your way up, it's, like, you have to have the experience to work your way up. Like, they're not just gonna like, oh,
I know, I'm kind of happy I did the experience thing.
Yeah.
I worked out of high school, so now I mean, if we're getting a degree in communications, I worked in telecommunications.
Exactly.
I still am.
People shit on a degree so much.
I don't know why.
But it's like, a communication degree is really beneficial.
And for one, well, especially if you want to do something like this, a podcast, or if you want to be like an influencer of some sorts. I keep seeing my mouth in the shadow, and it's driving me mental.
I see my little nose. Well, it's not little, it's a bonker. Stop it!
I was going to say little.
I know.
But no, I mean, it all pays really well. I mean, it's not all about money, but for me it is. I mean, I'm wearing gold and silver.
Would you rather have, like, a lot of money and be, like, super, like, unhappy in life? And, like...
Yeah.
Really? I would rather...
No. I mean, what's unhappy, though?
Like, let's just say, like, you don't have... Say you want a family. Say you want, like, your outcome in life is to, like, have a family.
Right.
Would you rather have, like, no family and you just work this job and you make a bunch of money, but you're, like, miserable?
Well, because if I don't have a family and I have all this money, who am I spending the money on?
Exactly.
Once I have everything.
I know. Or would you rather be, like... maybe less fortunate in life, but then you're so happy because, like, you're in love, you have kids, and you're caring for someone.
I think the latter. Like a mediocre salary with my happiness.
I would too, yeah.
Because...
But God, we have to be, like, freaking billionaires to live here.
Yeah.
I don't
get me started on that.
I'm very lucky that I still live with my parents.
Yeah, you are very lucky.
I know.
Well, no, things that have changed in the last... Since I moved here, mine personally hasn't, because, rent control, whatever the fuck it's called. But
you're lucky.
My place now is going for basically triple of what, and I mean times 3 what I pay. So it's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my barber, shout out.
She got you the place, right, or something?
No, I wish. No, but she knows somebody who lives in the same building who moved in, I think, last year, and told me how much he pays, and I was just like flabbergasted. And he was 1 floor above me, so I was like, it's not like you're getting too much, especially since they opened a fucking daycare right outside.
Did they?
Oh,
I saw that. And there's also like a rec center.
The rec center is whatever.
Is it like a pool?
It's
like
a full-blown community center.
Why don't we go, like, swimming? I want to swim
laps. There's no pool. I don't think there's a pool.
I want to get my swimming cap on, my goggles.
I don't think there's a pool.
Speedo.
You could wear that, but I don't think there's a pool.
I would, like, show up in my flippers.
But you know what? There's a library. We can be cute there and study.
Oh.
There's a library. There's like a basketball court. I think they have what's it called when you're in the little thing with a racket? But
pickleball.
Against the wall, back to yourself. Racquetball.
Racquetball, but it's also squash.
Squash, isn't that with a scoop or something?
No, squash is just like the little paddle, and it's just like you just whip it.
Whip it real good. Okay, period. No, but I know that they have that stuff, and there's a library, so I've always wanted to go check it out in there.
Yeah. Maybe you could do like drop it and like tell stories to like have like story time.
You know how they they will have been banning drag kids reading to kids. They need to ban me reading to kids, because I would bring in the book. What's it called? The Shining. I start reading.
No, I think that they give you a book to read. Because I remember...
Oh, they can't tell me what to do.
My mom used to just, like, work at the library, one of the libraries in North Vancouver.
North Van Library is so gorgeous.
Yeah. And they had the kids area. When I would go visit her, it was, like, the cutest thing. They had this little tree house. And they do story time.
Did you play in it?
I was, like, 13, 12.
That did not answer my question. I didn't say how old you were. I said, did you play in it?
Well, I was not, like, playing with 5-year-olds.
Did you play in the treehouse?
No, I did, like, explore there, but I was,
You're
like,
so
I think
boring.
I was too tall.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so cute, and I remember, it reminded me of when I was younger, like, when I used to go to the library and have story times.
Do you have a yacht?
Do I?
Do you have a yacht?
No. Personally, no.
Does your dad have a yacht?
It's not a yacht, it's a boat.
Oh my god, why are we not on a boat? Fuck this, cut the cameras, dead ass.
Let's go on a boat.
I actually really haven't.
I do have a boat and I like it.
Have you ever been jet skiing?
I have.
I don't like it.
Last time I went jet skiing, Point Roberts.
I don't know where that is.
It's like, you know, Delta Richmond? And then there's like you can go to like White Rock across the border. Then there's like one little area that goes to Point Roberts. It's like Birch Bay is here. Point Roberts is like here. They're both in the States.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm really bad at describing things. Don't ask me to do that again.
It's here.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're not on the camera, she's like rubbing her hands together backwards.
But we rented a jet ski, and I was like little, and it was fun.
When I tell you jet skiing was probably one of the most deadly leg workouts I've ever gotten. Because you're bouncing, you're holding your legs up.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember the next day, I was like, holy fuck, my legs are so sore. And I think it's because I was like, I went on with my brother.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust
driving, or was like
we
were
swapped.
you like holding
We swapped
on to
halfway
him?
in the middle of the ocean in the Pacific.
Oh. Did you like just like hop over his
Yeah.
shoulders?
I crouched down and I folded in half, and he crawled over me.
Carson.
He crawled over me, but it worked because I was like constantly afraid of. It feels like you're always gonna fall off, and I was like, I love like a good water activity. Like,
oh, my biggest fear is like being stranded in the middle of the ocean.
Well, it'll happen one day.
When I was younger, we used to go like tubing and stuff.
You were on the Titanic.
Yeah.
God bless.
I'm a survivor. No, but like my brother and I, like every weekend, I had the best weekends when I was little, but in the summer when it got warmer, like we had like a smaller boat than we do now, and we'd go like tubing, and my brother and I would go tubing, and then I would get like flung off in the middle of like Indian Arm.
I feel like that's
and
part
I'd be like screaming.
Is that not part of the fun of tubing though?
It is, but I hate the open ocean. Like it terrifies me.
Are you like Khloe Kardashian? Are you scared of whales?
No, but that was a little.
No.
But that was a little bit too much. Like she's in Cabo, overlooking this like the beautiful ocean, and then like Kim's like, "Oh my God, Chloe! Like look at the
you're talking about the
whales."
episode.
Yeah, and then Chloe's like, "I can't." She's like, "Why would you bring me here?"
Do you like their new show or their old show better?
I don't know.
I like the old show.
I haven't really, like, my mom will just call me. My mom and I watch shows together all the time. Like, I love it. And she'll be like, "Oh, like, Lex, come watch Kardashians with me. Come watch Housewives." And, like, I used to, like, watch it with her. It was, like, our thing. We'd tape it on, like, the TV. Because we still do that. We still have cable. We're humble.
Despises the Kardashians.
Oh, I love them.
I love to hate them.
Okay, out of the Kardashians, like, who do you think that you, like, resonate the most
Khloe.
to?
I love Khloe.
I love Khloe.
Because I feel like... I was gonna say she's the most real, but she's also like the most. But I mean, like, it's Hollywood, so I don't really judge her for it.
Well, she also like she's been like belittled.
People are so mean.
Like her entire life.
I'm ready for the comments in this.
Literally.
Are you ready for the comments?
No, guys, be nice to me.
I've been posting online for years. I've gotten everything fat, whatever, gay, faggot, whatever. Like it is what it is. But
well, it's like you put yourself out there, and it's like you're always gonna have haters.
You just gotta get.
But you also have to be like. You kind of have to, if you can't, no one has like strong enough skin to hear those comments, like death threats and things like that.
I've never gotten that, thank God.
But like people get that, and it's like you're like 45 in like your dark hole in your room, writing those things, like
the people who
looking
write it,
like a gremlin, and you're saying like horrible things about
look in
people.
on yourself.
Like,
have you ever gone out of your way to go into a YouTube video?
I would never do that.
Fuck you, you're fat that way.
Like I think that I would feel so guilty about doing that.
I'd be like, I would think of them reading it, and then that just blinded me. I would think of them reading it and how bad they would feel, or if they feel bad at all, and then I would feel so bad.
It's like, is there a certain point though of getting that much hate that eventually like it just like doesn't even faze you?
I think so.
Like, I think for me, like, I'm very in tune with my emotions, and like when I have an emotion, I feel it really deeply. Like I get
sorry.
But like I hold on to things. Like I hold grudges. Do you hold grudges?
Fuck yeah.
Like it's not my best quality, but like I hold a grudge.
Well, no, but for me to hold a grudge on you deeply, you have to do something like really wrong to me. Like I can think of like 5 people that I hold grudges against, and they did like really fucked up shit.
But my thing is like even like at work, like I'll get heated about things, and then like the whole shift, I'm just like freaking angry, and like I just want to
I don't really hold grudges.
I don't know
in that regards. Like like a couple weeks ago, actually. It was a night you and I were out. We were at a bar around wherever we were, and I saw my best friend's ex-boyfriend, and I was just like, I was like, oh my god!
He was in the car, and he was like, roll down the window, bitch!
He said that, or I said
you
that?
said that.
Because
you were like filming him, FaceTiming him, and
because I needed to speak to him.
Yeah.
But only because I was like tanked. But I was just like, I never like. I mean, like obviously, I'm like, okay, we're kind of horrible, but. I just, like, I like to talk to people.
You like to talk.
I probably, if I saw him right now, like, right there, I'd probably be like, okay, don't speak, but...
Yeah.
Things are different when you're tanked.
Well, it's also, like, when you have alcohol in your system, like, oh my god, like, I could move mountains.
I could jump over Mount Everest.
I could jump over Mount Everest.
I swam from China this morning.
Yeah, I know you did. I saw you. He was on the news, you guys. If you tuned into, like...
Google first man in full climb to swim from China.
And not a single drop of water on his body.
Not a single drop. My skin absorbed it all because it's so fucking dry.
Okay.
Hydrosis. No, that's when you sweat too much.
What's that thing though when it's like what's that like when is it like hydrophobic? Yeah, it's like water. What's hydrophobic? Water, but there's if you put a certain thing in water and it doesn't like absorb any water, what is it though? What's those chemicals?
What is it?
Not chemicals, but it's like it's like oil. Something like that. We'll have to go to biology or science class again.
No, I want to go to biology class for that. What in the human body is hydrophobic? What is hydrophobic?
I don't know. We'll talk about that next episode.
Next episode, remember hydrophobia.
Welcome back to science class.
Hydrophobia, but
we have little lab coats and little glasses.
Oh, so are you ready for the Halloween episode? That's next week.
Oh my god.
Next week is Halloween episode. You're doing full drag.
Okay.
Which drag queen do you want to be? That's what we can talk about for a second. Drag queens. I love drag.
I don't know. There's so many to choose from.
Yeah, you hate drag. Do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
I don't. I know what it's about though.
What's it about?
Okay, stop!
So you're lying on the plot.
It's just like, how do you explain it? It's just like people...
X amount of drag queens racing.
I used to work with a guy that did drag.
Was he on Canada's Drag Race?
I think he was a RuPaul.
Was he really?
Yeah.
What's his name? You can cut it if you want.
Alan. But... He's like a little redhead, but I don't know
his
name. But he does like drag shows in Vancouver.
Does he still work there?
No. He was also a teacher.
You have to show me after.
I will.
I love drag queen. Yeah. I just love drag. I remember when I started doing makeup, my mom was always like, "You're not going to be a drag queen, are you?" I was like, for one, no, I'm not that talented. But two, I don't have the resources for that. I don't have the skills, the sewing. If you watch like the episodes,
I feel like you'd practice before you got into like the
but like I mean like
they're so talented.
I know I sew out of like necessity. Like I tear something, I'm like, okay, let's just sew it up quick.
God.
But like
I'm so
if
bad
you
at
watch the show, if you watch the show, like they have full blown days where they're like doing they're like
sewing outfits.
Oh my god, what's it called? A challenge. They call it challenges. And they have to like go into a bin, grab whatever fabric they can find and make a fit. And they all turn into like these fabulous gowns. And I'm like, you little peckerhead, how do you do that?
And then there's me in grade 9 textiles
hot gluing
in high school.
Construction paper.
No, but we were making a drawstring bag, and I chose this like orange tie-dye fabric. And I think what happened, it was like the last day of class, and I had like 6 different people in my class helping me sew this bag, and I kept sewing over the tape, and the teacher's like, "No, you don't do that." No! I just don't have the patience. I'm like, I'm just gonna throw this bag out. Were you using a sewing machine? Like, yeah.
I don't know how those work.
It. I was like, oh.
How do those work?
Me in grade 9 getting like sewed into the machine. Like,
fuck. Teacher. If you had a hot teacher.
I've had a few.
I remember my brother had a hot teacher. I remember all the moms being like...
Were you hot for teacher?
No, I was in grade 5 when he was that age, so it would have been inappropriate.
Yeah.
But I remember...
You would always have, like, a little crush. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I think when I was that young, I was still straight. I'm still... What do they call it? Buy now, gay later? Or gay
Never
later,
heard
buy
that.
now? Or something like that. I don't know. It's like a... I mean, it's a joke thing. It's not a real thing. It's
You
a
guys,
joke.
this is a Murphy bed. Get cozy.
Yeah, if you ever feel like blacking out in here, here's the thing. So talking about dating, because we were going on Tinder.
Yeah.
I like this question.
Do you think
Well,
we
actually, I
should
like a few of
feature?
these questions. No, that one's boring.
Ask me some
What is your
questions.
type? Because I mean, there's gonna be
Okay.
men. There's gonna be men.
So, my ideal
I know your
type.
type. I don't like it. Mustache.
Like, I feel like,
I've been into mustache.
I don't mind a mustache. Like, I like some facial hair. It's like, but my thing is, like, have it or don't have it. Like, I don't care. Like, I feel like guys go through periods where they grow a beard, they grow a mustache, and, like, I
do
don't
not
mind
look good
it.
with a
Like,
beard.
I like it.
Should I grow one out?
But do
It's
it.
like a big...
Then I would fall deeply in love
You
with
probably...
you.
On the pod.
On the pod, yeah.
On the
Like,
pod.
there'd be a progression of me just, like,
The Rizz
falling
would be
for you.
real.
Yeah. But my type is... I like a guy to be, like, somewhat taller than me. Because, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm tall-ish. Like, I'm 5'7", but then I put on shoes
No,
and
you're
I'm,
like freaky tall. You're fucking...
like, I put on shoes and then I'm, like, 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
But then, so I want a guy to at least be, like, 6'1", 6'2",
Yeah,
6'3".
because I'm exactly 6 feet, so I feel
6'4".
like
My...
6'4".
Yeah, I don't know. Like, because I put on heels and I'm,
tall.
like, 6 feet tall.
That's true. How tall are your heels? I've
They're
never
like
seen
an
you walk
inch.
around with big ass stilettos.
I just
Speaking of
got
drag
Steve
queens-
Madden leather boots.
Knee highs, thigh highs.
They're like, no, up to here. My
Oh, yeah, you
thighs are
sent me
thick. I
pictures.
cannot fit in those.
Wait, it would scrunch them down. You look so skinny.
But I couldn't fit that over my calves. Like, this bitch works out. Like, I can't do that. I got
You
strong
do
legs.
Peloton.
I do,
You gotta
guys.
work
I'm a
that out.
Peloton queen right now.
I really need a Peloton to lose my gunt.
Oh, it's okay. You're
This is my
perfect.
gunt.
But, and my type is, like, definitely tall. I like a brunette. I like a
Me
brunette.
too.
I also don't mind a dirty blonde. But my ideal type, like, if I could, like, pick out a guy that I want to, like date or, like, you know, whatever. Like, I want them to be, like, somewhat tall, brunette. What
Yeah, I
else
like
goes
brunettes too,
What
but,
else goes into
like,
a type? Is it
4
like
out
is
of-
it like a personality? I like a funny guy.
Yeah, you need to be funny. You have to
like-
have Rizz.
They have to have Rizz. Like, they have to be funny. They have to keep up with me because I like to laugh.
I thought the word Rizz was so stupid when people started to use it.
I
Now
know.
look at me.
But now we have mad Rizz.
No, now I'm definition.
Okay, that's so embarrassing. That I
Mad Rizz.
I got mad Rizz.
You do have Rizz.
I actually do. But yeah, like, I want them
Rizzy.
to be, like, tall-ish. Like, I don't know. Like, I want them to be taller than me. Like, if we're having kids in the future, like, I want my kids to be, like, at least somewhat tall.
I don't know what side of the family that comes from, the height. I like dark
my
hair.
dad's side. Actually, my mom's side. I have a tall family.
Never met your parents.
I know.
We
You
should have
will.
them on the pod.
We will, yeah.
Parent cast. Parent
My
trap.
dad would be fun on the podcast. I think
Well,
my
he'd be
mom. I
drunk.
think my mom. No.
I
I
would
think
be.
my mom wouldn't come on the podcast. I would probably.
Well,
ask
come
her
on,
to.
Mrs. Gordon. Let's go.
Andrea, Drew, let's go.
Let's get it.
But yeah, like, tall-ish, brunette, really, funny, like, sarcastic.
Yeah.
What
You
else
gotta
goes
be
into
able
a
to-
type?
The way that I switch. This is me. Well, actually, maybe it's you
But
too.
it's like personality, like, look-wise. Okay, so, like, features, I like
Do you need intellectual?
eye
Do you
color. I
need
don't
smart?
really care.
Do
Like,
you
I
need
don't know.
Smart?
Yeah, I like a guy that's, like, smart, like, witty,
I
right?
need, like-
I don't need him to be, like, a scientist, like, engineer,
No,
but it's,
no.
like,
I mean, like,
I'd rather have a guy that was common sense versus school smart.
the way that I almost, like, level somebody's. This is not a word, but intellectuality.
Make
that's
it. You
my
heard it here
word.
today. Dictionary, there we go.
Webster's.
At it.
Googling if it's a word or not.
Yes.
If it is, I'm so smart. If the way that I kind of measure it is the way that I swap out of my serious conversation versus if I'm being super sarcastic.
Yeah.
Or like offensive sarcastic.
Yeah.
If you can't get that, we have a problem.
Yeah. Outgoing. Yeah. That was my other thing. They gotta be outgoing.
Oh, outgoing. Is it a word?
High five,
Albert
bitch.
Einstein has nothing on this bit. That was a horrible high five. You know the way to get a perfect high
Look
five?
at the eyeball.
No, look at the... My eyeball?
I meant elbow.
No, elbow.
We're so drunk. This is not coffee. This is vodka.
This is literally... Oh, open this back up, please. This is actually an iced caramel cock. I had it. Okay, but toxic. That's what I was going to go on to
But-
next. She wrote down how toxic is too toxic.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I feel like everyone Oh my god, everyone's
my opinion on this, so many
fake.
girls would probably disagree with what I say. I think that
let's go.
I think that if, let's say, you're in an opposite sex relationship, they can be friends with people. Like, if you had a boyfriend, I would be like, why does he think that you having friends that are guys, straight guys, why is it a problem? Does he not trust you?
Yeah.
Or are they just uncomfortable with it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm just very open-minded,
yeah,
I think.
I think that my thing is that I think the issue with that is that it's okay to have, like, friends of, like, the opposite gender when you're in a relationship, but I think that it depends on how close you are with that person. Like,
well,
if you have
if you're, like, sharing beds with them, that's different.
If you have a history of, like, you've hooked up with that person, or, like, you've, liked that person, and, like, maybe you don't tell, you shouldn't tell your boyfriend, I don't know, but it's also, like, should your boyfriend know that?
Then it's sketchy that you didn't tell them.
Exactly. So it's like, it's almost like, I feel like having a friend of the opposite sex that it's like you've had a history with.
No, because that's different. I just mean like
that's when it's
you
like,
and me, let's say I was like full blown straight, like,
yeah,
would your boyfriend be like, get out?
Like, I think it's like, trust me until you can't trust me.
Or until I give you a reason not to.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, trust me until you can't trust
you're
me.
So Rizzy.
I just can't. But I think that, like,
but would that qualify as toxic?
No. I think toxic is like controlling. Like, you're out with your friends and a guy has your location and he's like, I'm at the bar, come outside. I don't
no,
like
that's
that.
Crazy. That's insane.
And I haven't had that, but I've had friends that have, like, had guys like that, and it's like they intoxicate your life because it's like you can't have fun with your friends, you can't, like,
that's
be out, and it's like why do you have to watch me like a hawk? Like, just like, if I've given you no reason not to trust me, like, also, why are you dating me?
What if you're married with kids?
Then that's really hard.
That is hard.
But it's like, I think that my thing is, like, I think when you have kids, you take on the role of, like, you want to make sure that your kids are happy.
Do you want to get married?
I do. Do you want to have
a full-blown wedding?
I do.
Can I get home?
Yeah.
Who's it to? You're gonna get married?
But, like, I think about, I have a Pinterest board of my wedding.
So you're fucking crazy.
No, but it's
no,
like,
I know that the girls like always like dream about like the little weddings.
Like I'm excited for my future.
Yeah.
Like I get excited about that.
Do you worry about aging?
I don't, because I look at my mom and my dad. Like, oh my god, my whole family.
I don't mean physically.
Oh, okay. But I was gonna say, like, my family,
just getting old.
aged really well.
Actually, same here.
I'm
my parents look great.
excited to grow. I think I have so much to learn. Like, I have so much to learn and experience.
How old are you again? 21?
21. I just turned 21.
When I tell you the difference of my mindset and things that I, like, know or actually know is so vastly different.
Do you think I'm mature for my age?
Yeah, enough that I would talk to you.
Exactly.
Because sometimes I'm so immature for my age.
But you're 26 though, and I feel like because I'm 21. But it's also like, I feel like at our school though, everyone's in their 20s or.
And I've also never been one for age. Like, I've had friends when I was 15, I would hang out with 23-year-olds or 13-year-olds or whatever or something.
Oh my god, I used to hang out with older kids. My parents, they know.
I would be
they were
so
not
cool.
happy.
I'd be at the skate park smoking cigarettes. I'd be 14.
But I was also like a good kid. I didn't do bad things. I partied, but it's like,
I did bad
who
things.
Didn't party?
Well, I didn't like steal and rob and stuff, but I mean, like, I was like, let's drink. Like, like the first time,
the only time I would ever really get like wild was like if I was going to like my friend's like party, and I would like, if I was comfortable around like the place I was going to. Like, my parents always knew where I was going. Like, but it was like, I look back at it and it was like, no, but it was like, I would just get like so drunk sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I look back on that and I'm just like, hey, I was a kid, I didn't know. But now it's like when I drink, like,
did you ever lie to them about where you were going?
Sometimes.
You can say it now.
No. Because my mom and dad,
I don't think I did either.
They always had my Snapchat location. Like, we have a family group chat on Snapchat. Like, we're cool.
You guys are hip.
I know.
I was in
in
grade 11 or something when Snapchat came out, so it was...
Yeah.
For one, it was way different than it is now.
I think I was in grade 7, and I remember I made thank God my username is, like, it's not, like, some weird, like, thing.
Yeah, mine's just me.
It's not, like, Teddy Love, like, 45, like,
XX,
Cutie Bear.
Kitty Girl, XX... Wait, no, that's, like, porn. That's your
my porn handle is this.
This XX Kitty Girl.
Let me know if you guys want me to be a porn star.
You'd be a really bad, great porn star. I think I'd be an amazing one.
How do you know?
What? Is that
How do you know? Isn't that like a sound?
I'm gonna drop to my knees, shatter my kneecaps, and show you how good of a porn
I have a funny story. So last night, Cody and I have like, we FaceTime like maybe 3-4 times a day.
Yeah, there's like 4 people I FaceTime
we
on the regular.
FaceTime so much, and I love it.
I love FaceTime.
But like, he FaceTimed me last night.
I hate calling people I want to FaceTime.
I know. You want to see my gorge self.
I want to see people's reaction to how fucking funny I am.
You are so silly.
God, I'm
Philly. But last night, Cody FaceTimes me. I don't know what time that was, but I was in my nightgown.
It was like 9 p.m.
I was like combing my hair.
She literally had her bonnet on, little glasses lowered down to here.
No, but I was working on my assignment because I did my homework like 2 days. I always start my homework early. But
I do it day of.
I can't do that. I have to start it like at least. I started my homework 2 weeks in advance. And I'll just start working on it.
Have you seen those memes where it's like, oh, you know that party girl that always gets really good grades? That's me.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, I'll go out till 5 a.m. and be like, I can do this. I can write this.
Oh, we have some weekends.
Yeah. Go ahead, continue your story.
But Cody FaceTimes me. He's like, oh, should I go to the gym? And I was like, oh my god, yeah, I just did like a little Peloton workout like a couple hours ago.
So skinny.
And Cody, I was like, oh my god, don't you have like a gym in your apartment? And then he's like, I do, but it's like so hot in there. I'm like, just open the window. And he goes, there's no windows. And I was like,
well, there's windows, but they don't open.
And I was like, oh my god, just grab like the heaviest dumbbell you can
and throw it through
just throw it through the fucking window.
And for some reason, she thinks me throwing shit through windows is the funniest thing ever. And I'm like, babe, it's such a tease for them to show me the brisk cold air, me to be in there like literally passing away, like I'm sweating buckets. It's probably I'm slip and sliding on the treadmill.
I was also saying, like, isn't that like illegal to have like a gym with no open windows? Like, don't you need to have some sort of like
I mean, if there was a fire, I would be shattering that shit.
You unplug like the treadmill and try to.
I could toss that.
You try to lift it up.
My adrenaline would be pumping.
Have you ever been in the gym and like gone?
No, that's why I'm not. How dare you read me to filth on the first episode?
I'm so sorry.
Have you ever been to the gym?
No. But there's these treadmills in the gym, and they're like the ones that like you walk on, and you don't have to put like the incline or like the speed.
You mean those ones are like this?
Yeah, and they just go.
Those are sexy.
Oh my god! I tried running on those, and I was like, I feel so unsafe.
Something about you running makes me laugh.
I used to be an athlete.
I used to be an athlete too. I was like deadly at baseball and everything.
Really?
Actually, oh fucks yeah!
What
I was
were
a pitcher. Baseball was probably the longest one. I mean, like every kid I played soccer.
Yeah.
But then like when I got more into like life,
yeah.
I was like a musical theater kid.
Oh, cute.
I was like winner's destination. That was one of my solos.
So
25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. If
what?
They know, they know.
I actually did not hear
the
what
25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Mm. That's the name of the musical. I wasn't in a spelling bee.
Okay.
No, I wasn't a spell. I won.
R-E-S-E-C-T. Wait.
That's not how you spell it. R-E-S-C-T-T.
Cut the camera.
Deadass. Amber Heard. Not Amber Heard. Black China. Isn't that who said that? Cut the cameras, deadass.
I don't know.
So you're not iconic.
No.
What were we just gym? But you run it. My sports. That's what it was. So baseball, soccer.
Did you ever play hockey? You must have played hockey.
I think I like.
You lived in Winnipeg.
I came for one read. Carson did, but no,
yeah.
I think I like did a couple lessons and I was just like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
It was not cute.
Yeah.
But I do like skating. My mom told me that right when she put me on skates when I was 2, I could just.
I feel like you would have been good at figure skating.
It's so funny you say that because I just got my gold medal in the mail.
Yeah, you did.
I'm an Olympian.
He's an Olympian, you guys.
Oh my god, I have a speed skating friend. He's wild.
Really?
He spins his little triple axel ass in the air.
What were my sports? I started out with dance. I did like the ballet, like Pink Petals ballet.
Did you like?
So cute.
Did you have the outfits?
I did. Of course I did.
Tutu?
I had a little like I didn't have like a tutu, but I had like the little like silk pink one.
Slutty
style.
Love.
I did ballet
I always wish I did
and like dance, other forms of dance, and then I did soccer till probably grade 5, grade 6, and then I always played field hockey. I was a big field hockey.
Really? Girl. So you fucking rock bitches.
No.
You can't hit people?
I don't know. You can, but you shouldn't. I played field hockey, and then I also did like I don't know, skiing, I guess, is that a sport?
Oh yeah, I guess I
like
did skiing too.
Tried snowboarding, didn't like my dad's snowboards and my aunt's snowboards, but I just ski.
Legend style.
Not a good
tobogganing.
skier. No.
Oh, you guys don't really have that here, probably. I grew up with like.
You had winters.
Oh, winter, bitch! Like, snow things is higher than
Really?
this. Oh yeah, and you're driving and you have to like inch yourself forward so you can see if cars are coming because there's a big fucking pile of snow there, and it's -40, so you can't get out.
Oh my god, I know. I have family from Ontario, and it's crazy.
Oh, Ontario's warm, bitch. I'm talking like -55, like I was turned around and went home. Like
I love like looking on snap maps when the school year starts and looking at like Queens and Western and like just looking at like the weather, and like here it'll be like 10 degrees in September, and then there it's like 35
Southern
and they're like
Ontario.
on the beach, and I'm like, where?
Southern Ontario is further south than some of America,
Yeah, I
so
know.
it's like if you're like in what's it called, like North Dakota and Minnesota and shit, it gets cold too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Oh, Nor.
So,
I forget what it
living in
was.
Vancouver, do you see like a future for yourself dating here? Like, do you think you're gonna find someone that you want to potentially start a life with?
I already have.
I know. Tell the fans.
What do you mean you know?
I know everything about your life.
No, I don't. Well, I do, and I don't.
But it's also like...
Because I'm moving to California. No matter what I do, success in anything, get me the fuck out of there. Or here, I mean. That was always the goal. Like, when Winnipeg, I was like, I just want to move. I mean, this is like California of Canada. But, like, I wanted to go, like...
You just want to be in LA?
I mean, for what I pay now, I could live in Malibu, fuck. Like...
No.
Yeah.
No, Malibu's so expensive.
So is here.
Malibu Barbie? Trisha?
I mean, I'm not gonna live in like a fucking mansion. Well, maybe I will, but yeah. I mean, like right on the water. Yeah, you're gonna be paying millions of dollars.
But then think about like the location of Malibu, and then like
you know why Vancouver is so expensive because it's like the only
driving from Malibu to like traffic in LA anywhere is so bad.
Yeah, but I don't mean like deep in Malibu. Like if you're like, have you been to California?
Yes.
Well,
I have family that lives there.
I don't know. If you're like, actually, in reality, I actually want to live in Santa Monica. I love Santa Monica. But you just drive down the road, the highway for like 10 minutes and you're in Malibu. That part of Malibu. I don't mean like deep in where like, I remember when I was there, this is off topic, but Nobu's honestly not even that good.
Never been there.
It's not that great. I paid $17 for a glass of wine. It was like Jackson Triggs bullshit, probably.
And that was like, that was like their good wine? Or were you like...
No. Their good wines were obviously like Kim Kardashian has to take out her black card to pay for it.
My thing is like if I'm going to a fancy restaurant, I'm going to spend my money. Like I'm not going to sit there and be like, can I get your house wine?
Well,
like, I'm gonna get
and we went to
things.
spend money, but one of my old friends then, she ordered $24 tacos and they were this big and there was two of them.
I know.
And I said, bitch.
But you got to think about the ingredients that are going in there. Nobu versus like a chain sushi restaurant.
Yeah, it wasn't chicken karage or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Those are chicken wings though, aren't they? Whatever. Dating. Back to that.
Wow.
I mean, I don't...
has ADHD.
Apparently, I guess I'm diagnosed. Every time that I use like a dating app or something, which I get really bored with real quick, you know how
what are you looking for on here? Fuck off!
What do you think I'm looking for?
Like, fuck off! I hate that question.
What do you think I'm looking for, bitch?
I'm a mystery.
Well, no, but like we're all here for the same reason. Get that fucking question out of me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like.
Yeah.
But when it's like they're trying to upsell you because it'll tell me. I don't know if I'm just like that, but like it's like, oh, 89 people like you, bitch. Where are they? Because I ain't matching any of them.
I know.
And then when it gives you that one free like, and it's like some fuggo. Like, we were talking about earlier, I said, imagine someone calling you fugly. Like, how mean is that word?
That's so
fugly. Mean. Like, imagine someone comes to you, hey, you're fugly. It makes me laugh.
I get so offended by my Hinge likes on the daily. I'm like,
you're like, what troll bridge did you crawl out from? I mean, like, no, I know I'm no like.
I'm just like, wow.
I know I'm no Brad Pitt.
Got some good material.
Yeah, but I'm not Carrot Top. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
Redheads are cute.
Not Carrot Top.
No, but like.
Sorry, Carrot Top. You won't see. Actually, I'm gonna tag him in it.
Do I see a future for myself here, like dating wise?
Oh, to answer your question, yes, I do, but they got to be willing to move. Sorry, go ahead.
I do. Do you
plan on staying here?
I don't know that yet. I really don't know. Like, I think it just kind of depends on, like, where life takes me, but
What if you fall in love? She's going to England in January for a few months.
Yes.
So, what if you fall in love there?
No.
Because I have family who did, like, something like that. My aunt, she came here on an Australian thing.
Yeah.
She was a nurse, and then she met her...
Yeah.
Or my uncle.
I know,
He
that's the
lives
thing,
there.
it
They
could
live in
happen.
Melbourne.
It could happen.
Right outside of Melbourne.
But I'm really picky. Like,
Really? You shouldn't
with
be.
with my dating.
Yeah, I know.
Like, if with someone that I want to, like, be in a relationship with, like, I'm really picky. There's a certain thing that
they have to be 6'4". They have to be dark.
But it's like, I can, like, I'll go on a date with a guy that's, like, not exactly my dream type, or, like, I'll have a little rendezvous with a man that's not my dream type.
Do you like first dates?
I'm learning to like them, because my thing is, like, I always like to go out with someone that I kind of know something about. So that's why I hate dating apps in a sense, because it's like, I don't know you. You're a stranger.
I think if you want to, like, get to know somebody.
You live in, like, New Westminster. I live in Vancouver. Like, it's like how, like, it's just like, there's no mutuals.
For one, you're 40 minutes away, bitch.
Yeah, there's no mutuals with you. Like, I want to do the stalking. I want to look you up and be like, hey, what's this guy about? And I'm like,
stalk.
If you don't, and I also hate when a guy's like, give me your Snapchat.
What do you want them to ask for?
My phone number.
I have ifs and buts, because, like, if I want to block them, it's hard to block them on phone. I mean, you have blocked,
ignore them. But it's just like,
you're a ghoster.
No.
Bitch.
I only ghost if I've never had any sort of interaction with you. If I've gone on dates with you, if I've, like, gone out with you, I'm gonna be like, hey, like, you're really sweet, but, like, it just didn't go anywhere.
Yar.
You know, but it's like, if I haven't even met you and we're just, like, Snapchatting, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm bored of this, and I'll block you, or I'll just leave you on open.
The text too.
But dating wise in Vancouver, I think it's really hard to date in Vancouver. I think that everyone's looking for something, and it's also like...
And they're all looking for the wrong... Well, not the wrong
exactly.
thing, but...
And there are some great guys out there, but I just think that there's times where it's like, they're ready for something different than I'm ready for. Or their idea of relationship is different than what my idea of a relationship is. And it's just kind of like...
older, the same age, though? Because, like, a guy 10 years older than you is going to probably want something different, too.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I know girls don't go younger.
I would not date a man that's, like, 30 right now, just because, like, if I maybe say I'm, like, 23 and I'm hopefully done school, I will be done school by 23, but I'm just saying, like...
You making a master's.
I could. But I want to just, like, be able to be, like, out of university, and then I would date a guy that's, like, 30, because if they're ready to settle down, I would want to be, like...
And women
school.
mature faster than men.
They do. I'd want to be, like, done school and, like, ready to, like, be like, okay, if this guy wants to propose in 2 years, I'm done school, I have a job, I'm ready.
What do you think your minimum amount to date before he proposes is?
Like, how many, like, months, years?
Yeah, I think, like, 3 years. And you have to have lived together already.
I feel like by 5 months... No, sorry, I'm saying
5 months
5 months into dating, you've already passed that 3-month rule. You know that you want to be with that person.
There's a 3-month
5
rule?
months, yes, there is.
Kind of like how third date usually means sex.
Sure. But, like, 5 months, you know the person quite well. Then you get to the year mark. The year mark, I feel like it's still kind of too early to move in. Maybe a year and a half. Like, if it's time where, like, you want to move in with that person, move in with them. You live with them for a year, see how it goes, and then it's, like, year 2, you're like...
Do we want to pop some suckers out and get married? Like,
exactly.
Well, you don't have to have kids, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think, like, I would see myself...
Last question, do you want kids? And how many?
I'm indifferent about that, because I get scared to have kids. I just, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like having children, I'm like, that's so much responsibility. If I had a kid now, I would not be ready, I'm so young. But it's like, when I'm 27, I'm probably gonna be ready for kids. Like, I don't know.
I could not have kids next year.
No, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like...
You see me with a baby right now?
No. because you go out too much. We go out too much. But
I would take the baby with me.
I do want a family. I want a family.
You couldn't see me in the club.
Literally.
I don't even go to clubs
But
anymore.
I always talk about this with my friend. Like, I always just say, because she's not, like, she doesn't really want kids. But I would just say, like, oh my god, this is gonna be us when we're older, like having our hot girl walks with like our tea on like the seawall, and like you can just
Pushing
be the
a
auntie.
stroller.
Yeah. And like I can just
cute.
be like, I'm excited for moments like that.
I know.
Because I was like I'm still my mom's like built-in bestie, but like I just would like we would just do everything together. We still
I just don't want to do the waking up every 2 hours.
I know, but it's just like that's for only the first couple months, and you just get through
the
that,
first
and then
year.
I don't know,
You're
but
fucking tired. And then it only
it's
goes down
worth
to like
it, though.
4 hours.
It's worth it.
For who? The
don't know.
baby, I guess.
But like I don't know, I feel like
I guess you feel different if it's your baby, and I mean,
Yeah.
neither of us have kids, so we don't know what it feels like. They say it's like a love you can never
oh my god,
understand.
but I was like obsessed with the dolls. Like I always had the dolls, and I was like I would treat them like my kids. So I feel like because I grew
Do you
up,
still have them?
I do, but they're in my attic. I had the American Girl dolls. Oh my god.
I was in an American Girl movie.
Really? You were in a movie?
I've been in like 4 movies.
What?
Roll the tape, like hello.
What? Can you explain?
Yeah, the American Doll. I guess I wasn't really like in that one. I was. They were just filming at my high school, and I could show you the trailer later. I can point out which room is which. It's funny.
You're not lying?
No, I'm telling you the truth.
You were in American.
It was an American Girl, and I remember it was the one where she was a redhead, and she had like a talent show or something, and I can't remember, but
I don't know.
yeah, and I remember I was.
Did you get like free dolls?
Yeah, no,
You did?
no,
Oh, I don't know.
no, we got like this
They're
horrible.
like merch drop.
No, I ended up just being an extra in that one. They just gave us like this shitty sandwich, and
Yeah.
we sat in an auditorium, and it was like yay, like it was just like horrible. But no, the other one, the most recent, wow, this is actually a while ago now. It was called Brave Town. It was called something else when we were filming it, but it was with Josh Duhamel, and he was in Transformers and stuff. Not Shia LaBeouf, and Lucas Till. You know Taylor Swift. You belong with the guy in that one.
Yay!
Yeah. He was really nice actually.
Cutie.
I played his bully's best friend, but all my scenes got cut
So
except one.
you in real life is just you in a movie because you're a bully.
Absolutely. Period. And I'm gonna bully you 10 times harder.
Yeah.
Get ready for the pod. Segue. That being said,
I was ready to like get on my Segway. Have you
don't you know what a Segway is? I mean, not like. I mean,
I've been on Segways.
Have you?
I went to.
You biffed? Did you like fall over?
No, but like my grandparents have a timeshare in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. I think it's Puerto Vallarta, and
Gay Mexico.
Is that?
I believe so.
I don't know.
That's what a gays
But it's
go,
called the
allegedly.
it's the Hacienda Tres Rios, and I think it's Puerto Vallarta. Correct me if I'm wrong. And
You're rich. Ask her for money, guys.
no. But yeah, so there's like the Segway tour, and you can go on these Segways. My dad and I were like gunning it because we're like.
Is it like a hoverboard? Because I can ride those.
No,
fine,
it's like
so.
it's like the.
No, I know
get
you
the
hold
things
it,
and you
but,
hold
like-
onto it, but you have to like lean forward to go.
Yeah,
but my
that's like a
brother goes on
hoverboard.
it, goes down this hill, couldn't stop it, and just wiped out. Sorry.
Have you rode a hoverboard?
I did at my cousin's house. My cousins have like everything, and I used to.
thought it'd be so scary, but once you get the hang of it,
No,
you're like,
it's-
oh yeah.
I also like to be
Oh,
safe.
that was a
Though.
little whoop.
I like to be safe. Like I don't like to.
Nor I like to.
I know you do.
If I hit the ground, I hit the ground.
I've like flown off bikes though. Like I flew off a bike and like
Oh, hell
smashed
yeah.
my tits
Have
on the
you ever-
ground.
That's just cushioning.
It is
For the
yeah.
blow.
When I used to have bigger boobs, oh my god.
Have you ever been
I
like a
almost-
shopping cart and then hit the curb?
Oh, I think you meant like have I just like been like shopping and boom, hit the
I mean, you
curb.
probably have because you're always drunk. But
Yeah, guys, I'm so drunk. Right?
before we end the pod, I wanted to say one thing. You know how
Cody's
I started
an
it?
alcoholic.
I'm an alcoholic. No, I wanted to say one thing. You know how we said silver and gold?
Yeah.
I want you to take a
Silver
look
and
at this
gold,
watch for 1 minute
Silver and gold.
and just see if you notice anything about it.
I already know it. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It died.
You gotta. My dad has like the watch turner. Does that do anything? He's got his Rolex.
No, I can turn it. It's just dead. Like I need to get a new battery.
yeah.
I also just can't tell time. No, I was kidding.
Oh, don't worry, I can't.
You can't tell time.
No.
Really?
Like if I really look at a clock, I can, but it takes me like 2 minutes.
Really? I remember when I was in school, they basically tested it on us.
I know. Well, we learned that.
Did
I'm
you
not
learn
good
penmanship, like handwriting?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because they don't teach that anymore.
No.
And if I take like notes, I'm penmanship.
I think
I'm like
we
a grandma.
did like a year, or like maybe like one. I think maybe grade 3, 4. We started doing
handwriting,
cursive. Yeah.
Penmanship, cursive.
I just wasn't good at cursive.
Really, I love it. My
I
grandma
love kid
has
spell.
the most...
I still use kid spell for some things.
What's that?
Just like you know, like when you're little, you'd be like, oh, I think it sounds like that. Like you'd be writing something like, oh, and then you just you just start.
Oh, like you don't know how
things.
to spell it. You're just hoping for the best.
I love doing that because I still do that. I'm like, okay, like I just add some I's and E's or S's. I don't know. I just start doing that.
It's like if you have any trouble with like specific. We had this conversation.
Yeah.
Words. You said definitely.
Oh my god.
Mine was restaurant. I
believe.
Believe is fine.
Definitely.
I before E except after C.
I was spelling the word a lot, constructivism, when I was writing an essay, and I was like.
And now my new word, intellectuality.
Thank God I have Grammarly because
thank God I have me. I'm inventing English word, whatever. Okay, we can't go too much longer because then the second, third, fifth, whatever episode,
people are gonna log off.
People are gonna say, hello.
They're gonna think we're so embarrassing.
Good morning. Oh, honey, if you think that you can come for me.
I'll come for you harder.
I'll come for you 10 times harder. I'm gonna get more followers on this podcast than my personal account.
There you go. Mm-hmm. I hope you do.
Even if I have to pay some data miner in the Middle East to give me...
We're gonna pay for that blue check mark on Instagram.
Oh, fuck no. People always accuse me of paying for mine. I'm like, you're so
Cody,
stupid.
You did pay for it.
Okay, I don't need you starting that rumor because I was requesting it for years. Literally years. I got my Twitter one. And people were like, oh, you had to pay for it. And then I screen record where it like showed that I didn't pay for it. Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, so they do just give it to anybody. And I said, well, you know what? I still have it.
How much is it to buy that?
$20 a month. Why the fuck would I pay that?
It's like a whole ass gym membership.
That's a whole ass anything. I pay that for my World of Warcraft subscription.
Oh my god,
Next
funny
episode.
enough, I found your account on Instagram. I didn't know you had that.
What account?
You have like an Instagram account.
Oh, my streaming account.
Yeah, like I didn't know
Cody
that.
TV.
I've been friends with you for so long.
Sometimes it's really successful. You don't need to know everything.
No, I don't.
But you know who does? This pod.
This pod needs to know everything about us.
But that being said, if you guys want to follow our podcast Instagram, if you, didn't come to the pod from that Instagram, it is www.instagram.com/RizzCast.
RizzCast.
RizzCast. If you're in America, ZZ. If you're here, ZZ. RizzCast. And that's the T. Both of our links. I'm Cody Rawluk.
Like, if you were like saying like R as in Rudolph, like I as in igloo.
Rudolph, igloo.
Nose reindeer.
Zesty.
Zest.
Cock.
Quack pit.
Quack pit.
In the quack
Nothing
pit.
sexual.
No.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yeah,
this will be a weekly thing. Next episode will be the Halloween episode.
Hopefully.
And I'm going to be in full blown. I think I'm going to do like...
What is your
my
Halloween costume is Belle this year.
Maybe you shouldn't give away... No, because you're going to be something different for the pod.
Okay.
I got some makeup.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, you guys. Don't worry.
I want to make you Trixie Mattel.
This is a safe space.
Can I turn you into Trixie Mattel? Since we were talking about drag queen. We could be Trixie and Katya.
There we go. Okay, we should end this. Just kidding.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
And listening.